Hey, everybody, we're back. I'm Damian. Welcome to Same Team, Different Jerseys. After a 2-week vacation and a missed episode, all three of us are back. We had a wonderful vacation. Thank you for not asking. Anyways, and of course, I brought back my wife because I sort of had to. She got in the truck and yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to. You could have just left me and Nook up in Vermont, but
No. But and then of course my co-host, Hanna.
Who's currently stuffing her face.
Who's currently stuffing her face.
I'm having a girl snack, okay? It's green olives, pickles, and Lay's potato chips. It's phenomenal.
Anyways. So I am going to jump right into it. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but this was the big landmark case that happened today. And this is actually going to have profound changes in YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media sites.
So for our visually impaired, since you're not talking about
I'm going to read it.
Oh, you're going to read it? You never read.
Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing. The article's huge.
I'll say you don't read.
Calm the fuck down. I'm not ready for your shenanigans yet.
I didn't even know you could read.
Oh my God. Anyways.
By the way, guys, Damian is officially going to be the new Mr. Clean since Mr. Clean is retiring.
No, he's not. Just because I'm bald.
Bold?
Bold. I said bold. Words are hard. So California woman who spent 16 hours a day online as a child wins lawsuit forcing Meta and YouTube to pay millions over addictive design. So this is a really long article and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but basically what she was saying, since she was a kid and she got onto social media, it was addictive. They didn't warn her. Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, all the social media sites didn't warn her that it was addictive. She got addictive and it basically ruined her life. And like she ended up, there's a lot of things that happened to her in the article, but her life turned shit.
Can you scroll down just a little bit?
She blamed all the social media sites. She blamed the social media sites for causing it because they didn't warn her. Now, the big thing with this, the reason I'm going to say that this is a landmark case and this is going to change everything we know about social media is because before you guys were born, this happened one other time. That something that was out there, everybody knew it was bad, but they got sued and now they had to pay the person millions and it completely changed. This happened to the cigarette industry. So way back in the day, everybody knew cigarettes were bad. Everybody knew this. Well, a lot of people started suing the cigarette companies for getting cancer, having family members die, the whole 9 yards, saying, well, the cigarette company didn't tell us that the cigarettes were bad. And they won the case, and hence the reason why cigarettes are like $12 a pack now, taxes, all kinds of stuff. They had to pay hundreds of millions of dollars.
Damn it.
But this is the first case. What?
Zen must be in the know because my container specifically says that nicotine is an addictive chemical.
There you go.
I'm about to go look at all my energy drinks that I drink and be like,
so that label actually came from that lawsuit that they lost. They were mandated to say that it's a cancer causing
chemical
product, all kinds of, that's where all those safety warnings came from.
Hey, really quick, Damian, the El Doggo snuck into your room and now I can hear literally everything you're saying.
Okay.
Thanks. You're the best.
Oh my God, is he wearing the shirt I bought him?
Just one more gun said no one ever.
That's my shirt I bought you.
Yes. Okay. So now this also falls on the fact that a lot of people are talking about doing the same thing. A lot of the Congress people are starting to mention wanting to do the same thing Australia did.
This is wait, hold on. I've seen this somewhere already
You couldn't have. The case was
Where-
done today.
where Mark Zuckerberg was talking about they're changing the algorithms.
No. Yes, that was after the whole Elon buying Twitter. That was a while ago. So he literally is talking about right now, they're talking about getting rid of the algorithms altogether.
But I like my algorithms.
I don't. I hate mine.
I go through phases where like I'll watch video game stuff like the burnt peanut, and then I'll see a whole bunch of burnt peanut stuff, and I won't see anything else. And I kind of don't like that because it's like, okay, like
Yeah, I want all of the things that I follow.
yeah, I want all of the things that I like. Like I don't like how it changes where like you watch a 30-second clip and you watch all 30 seconds of it, and now that's all it shows you is very, very, very similar stuff. Yeah, I don't like that. Because I'll literally like I'll be like, oh, 2, 4, 5. That's 5 scrolls, and I've gotten the same shit, and I'll get off and I'll be like, I'm done.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess the biggest question, I'll leave this guy's up to you. This is my personal opinion. I think this is bullshit. I thought it was bullshit with cigarettes. I think it's bullshit with this. You can't blame somebody else because they made a product. You got addicted to that product. That's like suing the spoon company because you're fat. It's
And you just gave somebody an idea.
yeah, I did. But have some personal responsibility.
2026 sue spoon company. Got it.
But it's basically the same thing. Everybody knows that, like, we don't buy like, I'm a car guy. I don't buy a fast car. If I get into an accident because I'm driving too fast and break my leg or become a paraplegic or whatnot, I'm not going to sue Chevrolet for making the Corvette. I know the Corvette was dangerous. I still fucking bought it. You know this. And where are the parents? Everybody's saying that it's because she got caught at a young age when she was like 12 or something. Isn't it
Got caught doing what?
she got caught up in it. She got caught
Oh.
up in the social media when she was young.
Gotcha.
And then it just ruined her life. Like, at some point in time, if you see your kids going down the wrong path, like if they can't let go of their phone, like you go to take their phone and they scream and take a fit, do you give their phone back? Or well, that's enough of that fucking phone. You're never getting that back again.
Yeah, go to
like-
your room immediately.
So
I can't say
so-
with like having an older child. Yeah, bro, they're addicted to their phones. And it's not even necessarily just social media. It's the games, right? It's the fact that they can do everything on their phone at any point in time and day, right? Like they have an Xbox in their room, but lately what they've been doing is they've been playing Fortnite on their phone and connecting the Xbox controller through Bluetooth to the phone. And I'm like, you have a whole ass Xbox and a TV. And they're like, yeah, but this is better. And I'm like,
How? It's this big.
yeah, like for what? Like, okay. So I think it adds a little bit of versatility in there for them. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, like when my oldest gets grounded and I say, I'm taking your phone, oh, it's a full outfit. And I'm like, apparently you don't need it. So
I don't know, man.
So do you think she should have won? She ended up winning like almost $4 million.
I
no,
think
it's
it's
more
for
than that.
free.
On there, it said 6. It said 6.
Oh,
There you
6? Okay.
6 million.
She won $6 million because they should have told her that it was addictive.
I don't know. Do I sue Call of Duty because I can't stop playing it? Or do I sue the computer company that made the computer that allowed me to play it?
You can sue them all. You could GeForce for making the graphics card.
Well, I'm going to be a billionaire. Fuck yeah. 2026, sue GeForce, sue Intel, AMD for making the CPUs. I guess I'm going to sue Damian Perkins because he helped me build my PC.
You're not going to get shit
Um,
from me.
I'm going to sue the makers of Call of Duty. Got it. I'm going to be a billionaire. Check. Check.
I'm just, this is, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in turn she could turn around and sue the phone company because she's addicted to her phone.
Samsung or iPhone, if she's,
Yeah, she could sue Apple.
Yeah.
She's probably an Apple user, let's be honest.
yeah, only people that stupid are Apple users.
Whoa. Calm down. I'm
But-
down.
You know, at what point in time do we say some personal responsibility?
We lost personal responsibility a long time ago, unfortunately.
not a thing.
Our entire country likes to blame everybody else instead of just being adults and taking responsibility for their own shit. That started,
Yeah.
Yep.
geez, back in probably 2015,
I mean,
2016.
Yeah, if they get rid of the algorithm like they're talking about, I don't. First of all, that's going to hurt all the like us, like young creators, young people that are doing their first journalism, the young people that are getting. I mean, we're not young, but we're talking like the 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are starting
Whoa,
to get
speak
into
for
it.
yourself. Excuse you.
They're trying to become entrepreneurs.
They're trying to become something. They manipulate the algorithm to get seen more, but now if they're going to take away the algorithm,
Maybe it'll help us. Maybe if they take away the algorithm, we'll actually be seen.
it might help us. It might not. Who knows?
Okay,
Another
but in that
thing.
same breath, then what's the point of hashtags? What's the point of...
Well,
Well, you were-
hashtags are good because then, like, if I want to look up something within a certain genre, I type in that genre. Like, if I
Yeah.
want to look
Right.
up, female rock bands, right? I can put female rock bands.
Hashtag female rock
Yeah,
bands.
female rock bands, and it'll pull up anything that's got a hashtag
Yeah.
of female rock bands in that genre.
But
So
now, what I think will probably happen if they get rid of the algorithm in order to be seen, like if you type in, say, our hashtag, say, on something like this, hashtag Facebook, which now it's going to be a hashtag Facebook on there because I just said it in the video. But say, hashtag Facebook, Sonia uploads it to YouTube, and we paid our $50 a month to have our blue check, to have our stuff pushed to the top. You're going to end up having to pay, or you're going to have to allow, there's going to be a button that allows commercials. Like in the middle of our talking, it'll just pause and it'll do the commercial. And the
But
more
YouTube
commercials
already
we
does
allow,
that.
right. But the more commercials we allow, the more it'll get pushed to the top. Or if we pay
Right.
a fee, we'll
But
get pushed to
YouTube
the
already
top.
does that.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want any commercials because any podcast that I listen to, if you have within the first 30 minutes, I will say, if you have 2 commercials within the first
I'm
30
done.
minutes, I'm done fucking listening to you. I don't care. I don't care if it's the best topic. I love this podcast. It's the greatest thing in the world. I don't fucking care. In the first 30 minutes, if you have 2 or more fucking commercials, I'm done. I'm checked out. You
Nope.
lost me.
There is one commercial that I will have, and I'll have Sonia, and she knows what I'm talking about. I'll have her come in here holding a gun.
Delete me. Yeah, but that's one. And that's like, you do that of like a quick, like, hey guys, we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
And then you drop that, and it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you move on with your topic. She's
Yeah.
saying in the first 30 minutes, if there's 2 commercials, essentially you're now down to like a 15-minute in the first 30 minutes, because those commercials are stupid long for no reason.
Because
let's be honest.
sometimes it's like it's it's a commercial brought to you by the host that they're
Mhm.
advertising something, right? And that's usually like 15 to 30 seconds, which isn't horrendous, okay? But then it's an actual commercial, like an ad commercial, which is usually, like, for some reason, all the podcasts that I listen to or whatever I watch on YouTube, they're like a fucking minute long. So that's a
Mhm.
minute and 30 that I've lost now.
I pay this $8 or whatever it is to have premium because I can't stand it. Now, just so you guys know, this also might have. So we had the cigarette lawsuit. Cigarette companies lost. There we go. Now we just had Meta and Instagram and Facebook and all that. They lost. Somebody else was able to blame them. The next lawsuit, I will almost guarantee you could write this one down too. Who's to say I'm not going to sue Ruger or Smith & Wesson?
They've already tried that.
They've lost, but
For
now
what?
there's.
Every time.
Sued for what?
Haven't you heard? Like the Smith & Wesson, Ruger, Sig
Every-
Sauer, all of them are
Every
getting sued right now.
firearm company has been sued because somebody was killed with their product.
Yeah, so they're saying, well,
So the
they're not
family of the
deceased.
or the shooter themselves tries to say, well, that specific company
Yeah.
made me do it.
Yeah. Well, if Smith and Wesson didn't build guns, I wouldn't have shot anybody.
Why'd you buy a
Or,
gun?
or Smith and if Sig Sauer didn't buy a gun, my son wouldn't have got shot in school or whatever it may be. That's their argument. Now it's been struck down, but now we have 2 court
No,
cases
I
that have
think
precedent.
no.
There's a few that are
No.
still going through.
I genuinely believe that guns are different because
I think there's a
when
few categories that have to be classified as different. Cars, guns,
yeah.
like,
Well,
that
okay,
has to be in a different classification. I can't go and
why
sue.
do you,
If I get in a car accident, whether it's my fault or not, I can't, and I break both my legs, I can't go and sue Ford and be like, hey, I drove your truck and I broke both my legs. You fucking suck.
not
Now,
Suing you.
if
not a
you
normal vehicle, but what if
broke
it's
your nose
what
because
if
the
it's
airbag just magically went off.
that's a completely different lawsuit. Those have been won.
No,
That's a
but that's what I mean.
that's a
That's what I mean. Like,
malfunction.
there's a difference.
We're talking about, I mean, we can use my Corvettes for a perfect example. There is no reason for anybody to have a Corvette. There is absolutely none. Not one reason for anybody to have a Corvette, a Mustang,
You
a
want the reason?
Lamborghini.
You want the reason?
Tiny dicks.
America.
Tiny dicks.
Because I'm in fucking America and I am free to do whatever I want with my money.
But my
my money.
I understand that, but my argument is the lawsuit could literally say, like a Toyota Camry, if that makes sense. It's a 4-door family car. There is no reason for a person to have a Corvette. Because what do you need a 180 mile an hour 0 to 60 in 4-second car for?
Because I live in the United States of America.
But see,
and it's
they
my
could use
fucking
that
money
for everything. Everything.
Yes,
Anything.
they
could be
want
that
to,
excuse.
and I'm
Why do
telling
we
you, the
need cell
Democrats
phones?
want to do that.
Why do they need cell phones? Why do you need computers? Why do you need pick a fucking item in your house? Why do you need it? Why do you need it?
I'm not
Look,
arguing for this. I'm just saying this is the road that this lawsuit.
I disagree.
Nobody's talking to you, Hannah.
No, I thought I was hearing a beeping, and it was like driving me nuts.
That's your tinnitus. You're fine. Go get some more percentage on your disability.
We're trying. Okay, we're trying.
But I know you guys think it's different, and I agree
is.
it's different. It's not right. I don't think this woman should have got anything. She shouldn't have got a dime. I'm sorry. It's social media. Be an adult. Don't fucking go on it. Or
I
slow
would need
down.
to read the whole article in order to know exactly what I'm arguing for or against.
The argument is she said that they did not warn her. They did not warn her that it was an addictive product.
Everything is an addictive product. Sugar is the most addictive substance on the fucking planet, and there's no warning label on sugar. Not a single fucking one. I'm gonna sue a sugar company. I'm not even fat, and I'm gonna sue a sugar company. I'm gonna be like, I am so addicted to fucking sugar right now.
Well, I do know that doctors say that the withdrawals from heroin and sugar
are
identical.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of everything I've had today that's had sugar in it.
Everything. Every single thing you've had today.
I did have oatmeal. Brown sugar, to be exact.
But okay, so you guys don't think that she should have won this court case?
No. Not at all.
No, but
sitting on my couch watching fucking TV is addictive, okay?
Yeah. Oh.
Should I sue whoever the fuck made couches a thing?
Well,
or TVs, even for that matter.
Yeah. Should I sue Samsung or LG?
That's actually a good point because most TVs nowadays are smart TVs and they have Facebook. They have all of them have YouTube now. Like every single TV has YouTube. They're starting to show that
I should sue Netflix, Paramount, and HBO.
Yeah. But obviously, YouTube, if you look at the percentage, they say it's something like 70% 60% of people watch stuff on their phone. But that's actually going down. It's starting to show that the TV, YouTube, is starting to overtake phone use.
Yeah, because YouTube drags you into a fucking literal loophole. I went from Lucy, right? Lucy Darling on YouTube, watching her like little shorts and stuff, to watching cops fight with Karens, to then watching, I don't even remember what. Like, it was the most random evolution of things.
All things never die.
Yeah, All Things Never Die is a good one.
We watched that on the
YouTube.
TV.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube. Usually when we're about to go to bed, like when we don't have enough time for a movie and we just need to waste like 30, 40 minutes, we end up wasting a movie time because we end up getting to the like car crashes or something.
Yeah.
But like we'll sit there and binge watch an hour of Stupid Drivers in America or something.
I love
on
that
the TV.
This conversation literally has nowhere. It's going nowhere.
No, it has everything to do with. It's not a tangent. It has. I'm keeping it on. It has everything to do with this court case today. That it's going to change a lot of things.
I don't think so.
We want to make a bet?
Yes, I'll make a bet on that.
How much are you gonna bet, Damian? $1? Because that's all we got, bud.
I'd buy that for $1. Never mind, that movie's too old for you two.
Let's make it a fun bet. No monetary value. No monetary value. We'll make it a fun bet. Okay. So we'll make it a bet of like if Damian loses, he has to wear like pink. We'll make it something fun.
Okay.
We'll make it something fun. Like you have to wear a pink tutu and a pink shirt or something. Okay. On
Well, not a
Wednesdays,
tutu.
we wear pink.
I'm not going to wear a tutu.
Why not?
It's just a no.
You can wear it over your pants.
No.
I don't think I have a tutu anymore.
You can buy them on Amazon for like $2.
Anyways. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll make it something fun. So something that Damian would not normally do, but now he has to do it for the podcast. And then something Sonia would not normally do, she has to do it for the podcast.
All right. Okay, I will agree. I'll agree to that. Okay. So
what's the time frame? How long are we thinking?
Oh, I think it'll be in the next year you'll see some major changes.
That's a long time to wait. We better put this shit on the calendar.
Time. Yeah, I'm not that dedicated.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not waiting a year.
Well, it's not gonna.
I don't care.
It's not gonna happen in the next month or two.
I would say by the end of the year.
It sound.
I would say by the end of the year. We'll see something by the end of the year.
Okay, I could do it by the end of the year. I'll do it by the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
All right. Something else here.
Still 10 months. Wait, what's the bet?
We'll discuss it.
We'll work that out. Yeah, we'll work that out on our own time.
But we'll do tutus or some shit like that.
Okay.
Anyways.
Just something funny.
Next one. This one. So I went down rabbit holes today, and these two, that Supreme Court case did, and then this one. Hold on.
Gen Z, the first generation, officially dubbed dumber.
I heard about this. I watched a podcast about this where they're saying that every generation progressively starts to get smarter, and Gen Z is the first generation they're seeing where they're getting dumber. Their IQ points are going down.
They're saying 97 to 2010 is Gen Z.
No. That's millennials.
1997 to 2010. No, it is not.
97 to...
No.
97... No, that is Gen Z. Yeah, 97 to... No, it's 2012, I think, though.
Whatever. Within a couple years. It's in that area. So
how millennials is like 80-something to 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned this the other day because I learned that my cousin and my two oldest daughters are in the same generation.
Yep. Okay, so they have more access to information. They have more opportunities. They have more everything. And they've actually gotten dumber, and they're proud of it.
Here's why. Because when we looked things up, right, we couldn't bring that information with us to school, right? So we had to learn it. We had no choice. So I watch a TikTok account. They have a podcast. It's called the Bored Teachers. And they're literally finding that this generation, they're having a really, really hard time like grading their papers and stuff, because they'll just have AI make a paragraph, essay, whatever for them, and they don't obtain any of that information. So where we had to learn our times tables and all of that stuff and actually keep that information in our brains, this generation is like, oh, here's this, and then they email it to their teachers. They don't even bother actually learning what subject, what they're doing.
I will say yes. I think the younger generation, right, this new generation, I think we're just going to see it progressively get worse as time goes on. But yeah, I can see that with like my oldest daughters or my two daughters. I can see that like they can't remember things at fucking all, right? Like they can't remember to go change their laundry. They can't remember like, hey, in 30 minutes we're leaving. Like they have to set alarms for everything. And I'm like, bro, if you're this young and you're already setting alarms for everything, what are you going to be like when you're 20?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to be like when you're 25? 30. By 30, you're going to have dementia. Because you can't remember shit.
We're going to have a whole bunch of 30, 40-year-olds walking around not knowing what year it is.
Yeah, like, if you can't remember to go check the dryer in 45 minutes, how can you remember anything? And then it's so crazy to me because they have so much knowledge at their fingertips. So much knowledge, like way more knowledge than what you had, right? Like we didn't have computers in school.
Oh.
And if we did, you had to go to the computer lab and you had a class for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where you actually learned how to operate and use the computer and type and all this other stuff, right? They have literally computers at their fucking fingertips. And my oldest would be like, hey, what's blah, blah, blah? And I'll be like, you literally have a cell phone that fucking answers that for you.
Yeah.
Right?
So
like she was trying to, she was, okay, so she tried to, okay, perfect example. Is tooken a word?
No.
Like tooken to the streets or?
Tooken. Like I've tooken my pills today.
Oh, no,
Nope.
taken.
No, tooken. They say tooken.
No, taken.
Yeah, it should be I've taken my pills today.
I have
right?
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they say tooken.
No, that's
and
not
the other night at dinner, I said tooken. Okay, and I've repeatedly told them that tooken is not a word. That's not a fucking word. You have taken or token, which is like a little coin. Token. Okay.
Yeah.
I said it's taken. Tooken is not a word. And she's like, my oldest was like, yeah, it is. I was like, no, the fuck it's not. I said, get on your phone right now and Google, is tooken a word? And she was like, okay. So she gets on her phone and she reads the AI that pops up and it says that tooken is a word and it has a definition. I said, no. I said,
Webster's
I can tell you right now,
bitch.
I said, I can tell you right now that what AI does is AI pulls information from multiple sources and then gives you a summary. I said, so tooken could be a word in like Urban Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Urban Dictionary is not an official dictionary. I said, so if it's not in the Webster Dictionary, it's not a fucking word because Webster's Dictionary is the only official, for a fucking fact, dictionary source of words. I said, so go to Webster's Dictionary and look up tooken. She did. It's not a fucking word. It's a word on Urban Dictionary. I don't know what the fuck the definition said, but it's on Urban Dictionary. I was like, that's not an identified dictionary. I was like, Urban Dictionary is like Wikipedia. Anybody can go in there, put a word, and put a definition to it. I said,
it's
Urban
also
Dictionary.
Like the funny haha, like.
Yeah, I was like, Urban Dictionary is what we used to use when we would figure out slang terms. Like if somebody came up with a slang, people would put the definition of it on Urban Dictionary. I was like, so, and my youngest daughter was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean it's a slang definition? I said, go to Urban Dictionary and type in ship. I said, I guarantee you Urban Dictionary will tell you the definition for ship, meaning you two would be a good ship. It's a shortened version of saying that you two would be a good relationship.
There you go, Hannah.
Yeah.
So it says tooken is generally considered a non-standard dialect or incorrect form of the word taken, which is the proper past particle. Woo! I've been watching too much frickin' Big Bang Theory. which is the proper past
Participle?
Participable.
of the verb to take.
Yeah. So she tried to say, oh, tooken's a word. No, the fuck it's not.
So along with that, along with the dumbest, they also have another distinction. Along with getting dumber, what do you think the other distinction is that Gen Z has surpassed all other generations before them?
Getting their license.
They're lazy.
Later? Nope. You guys aren't thinking bad enough. What do you
Jobs.
STDs.
more corrupt? Close. You're on the right track.
Oh my God. Can we talk about that when we're done with this?
The Houston thing. There
Yes.
are more females going into sex work, OnlyFans, stuff like that, than any generation before them.
Because they're lazy.
There are more. The females are getting paid. A lot more females are getting paid for their assets than their mind. The worst generation so far.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I have to think on that one.
There's no thinking on that. That is bad. That is society's downfall right there. That you're talking
Everything
about
that our great grandparents fought for as women is now being undone because these women are like, oh my God, look at this.
The minute you think that your vagina and your tits are what gets you paid, what's the biggest argument that women usually have?
I guess I would have to agree. Yes.
Men only want,
because I think pornography as a whole should be abolished. I think I think pornography should be illegal.
Okay, you're extreme on that one. But what is the common statement from women? Men only want one
pussy
thing, and it's pussy. Well, if right now that was the argument for your parents, you guys, millennials growing up, that was the argument for men. Well, now men are starting to sit there and go, well, if it's the only thing you're offering.
Like wait. Could that mean that they're the dumbest, or could that mean that they're the smartest in the entrepreneur sense? Because if the saying still stands that men only want one thing, why the fuck not make money off of it?
No, men only want one thing if that's the only thing you're offering. If you're only offering your pussy, all I want is your pussy.
I disagree with that. I think,
if a woman only offers to be a good housewife, but she's not putting out, you're not going to want her.
Well, you need the whole package.
So that's what I'm saying. So
you can't just have vagina either, though.
You
can't have one.
It still stands though. Men
sex sells, but you will not get married for it.
Doesn't matter. What if she doesn't want to get married? We see that as a decline too. The marriage rates are steadily declining.
The marriage rates are steadily declining because of other reasons.
So is the population. This year or last year, I think, was the highest differentiation between death rates and birth rates. We had more people die than we had more people be born.
Yeah, they're saying in China in 30 years that there's not going to be, like, their population is going to be cut over in half.
No, that's so sad for China, who's destroying our world.
No, the reason women and men are not getting married right now is 100% feminism.
We're not talking about that right now.
Yes,
I want to talk about Houston.
I will agree to disagree. What is Houston? Wait, how did I not know about this?
How do you not know about Houston? 42,000. Go ahead and say it. I'll look it up.
Houston is popular for like spring break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Houston is essentially like this is wild. So most past spring breaks, right? You were able to watch it, and they would so it says the claim that over 42,000 people tested positive for an STD in Houston in a single week is false and stems from the misinterpreted viral social media posts, according to the Houston Health Department. Misleading data, official investigation. The official investigation, the Houston Health Department launched an investigation into the misuse of their data system that caused their false numbers to spread. While the viral claim was false, health officials noted that Harris County, which includes Houston, does have rising rates of HIV and other STIs that are increasing faster than the rest of Texas, particularly syphilis.
So spring break was in Houston this year, and instead of partying, because there's always been sex in spring break, so instead of partying, they took sex to a different level. Like they're
Literally
doing it
out in the streets.
Out in the streets, they're doing it in the cars with the windows down. There's videos of this.
Care.
Yeah, nobody. They're just fucking everything. It's
to the point where Daytona Beach in Florida, is like, hey, we should probably try to distance ourselves from this, because if they weren't fucking, they were fighting.
Yep.
So, and Daytona just doesn't want to deal with it. Daytona, Florida's like, listen, if you come here and start that shit, like, you'll get arrested. We're not doing it.
Huh.
Yeah.
More power to him.
It's friggin' wild is what it is.
Fuck yeah. Why not, dude? World's going to shit.
What a wild world we live in.
The world's literally going to shit. So if you're not fucking, you're fighting. I'm all for it. I will be fucking. I'm just choosing that now. I would rather choose to fuck.
Same.
Just saying.
I just can't imagine like walking down the streets and like most of those people should know what to expect during spring break, right? Like just wild.
Oh yeah. Have you guys
kids.
been to spring break in Havasu?
Nope.
No.
Bro, everybody's fucking on boats and fucking in the water.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Out in the open for everybody to see.
I don't know. It's just wild to me.
Okay. Just so you know, I came up with my 2 news stories. I wanted to talk about those 2 things. The rest of it is now whatever you guys want to talk about. I got my 2 news stories out of it.
I got a good one. You ready?
What?
I think we should level the entire Middle East and turn it into glass and start from fresh.
You know,
Thoughts?
let me tell you something. When you're in a fight with America, say, you know, Hanna, say you're pissed off at me, and I got 5 or 6 or 15 friends next to me, and you punch me, and I punch you back, are you going to go around punching everybody else so you have to fight everybody? Fucking Iran didn't get into a fight with America. Once America hit them, they just started launching missiles at fucking everybody. Fucking Saudi got hit. Qatar got hit.
I don't even think this is an American war. This is 100% an Israel war. I'm so... Oh yeah, we're going to get into it, okay?
Nope. Let's do it.
Israel is the only nation that's not on the foreign nation registry.
Who cares?
Every foreign lobbyist has to register. Israel is the only one. AIPAC is the largest funding lobbyist in America, and they're not on the registry, meaning any money that they give to politicians, they don't have to track it. There's no record of it because they're not on the registration. And the fact that so many politicians are like, we have to protect Israel. They're the chosen people. Woo! Bro, what the fuck about America? Is like I get it. In the Bible, Jesus stated that Jews were the chosen people. I'm all for it. Cool beans. Rock on. But what the fuck does that have to do with America?
I guess I disagree with this because I'm tired of seeing everybody. The hatred for Jews nowadays is fucking amazing. Like, you all sound like Germany 1942.
I'm not saying that I hate Jews, but why are we going to fucking war for them? Why are we defending them? Why are we sending them billions of dollars a year? You know, Israel has free healthcare. Free healthcare.
That's because
and we fucking fund it by sending them billions of fucking dollars.
Because anytime, if America ever gets into a fight, you know, the first person, they may not be the biggest country, but you know what? They always walk up and they're like, hey, they are the person that when you walk into
are they part of the UN?
Israel? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Israel is the friend that when you walk over to his house and say, hey, I can't tell you what we're doing, but we're going to hurt some people, they're going to be like, my plane or yours. Like, they always have our back.
That's great. But then what the fuck are the allies for? Why are we allies with the whole fucking world then?
Because we try to be allies with everybody else. Like,
so
Britain
how come
and
everybody
France
else
and Germany.
isn't helping us? Why send money everywhere
is it
else?
America's responsibility to be the fucking big brother and we never get anything out of it? Why are we always the big brother and we never get anything out of it?
I hear this.
If we're funding Israel's free healthcare, why can't we have free healthcare?
Why everybody stop bitching about free healthcare? I'm getting so tired of that fucking argument.
I'm not for free healthcare at all. Okay, I highly disagree with it.
You brought it up like 6 times.
But all I'm saying is if we're funding it for them, we could be doing so much more with that money here in America. We could be fixing America.
No, it wouldn't. It would not go to anybody. I hate that fucking argument that if we didn't give money to them, it could go to ours. We have spent billions on homeless and nothing has changed. It's gotten worse.
And then we're also sending billions of dollars a year to the Taliban. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
Sure, no, I need to see proof on that one because I've heard that rumor too. We did that way back in the day.
I literally looked it up. That
was in history. That was in history.
$1 billion a year to the Taliban.
Tell me what site to look that up.
Oh my God.
Look it up and send it to me. I want to see proof that it wasn't in like way back in the day that we were trying to help them on something else.
What year did we pull out of Afghanistan?
It was during Joe Biden.
2021.
Yep. I can remember if it's 21 or 22.
Also, do you listen to Sean Ryan?
No.
You're really hurting me right now. You're really hurting me right now.
Sorry.
Because he talks to a 3-letter agency official, and she's confirmed that we send billions of dollars to the Taliban.
What's her name?
Okay. So this is
Sarah Adams, I think. Ryan just brought her on and now she
Hold on. Who the fuck said that you can steal my sharing abilities?
Who?
Okay.
She just I'm not sharing that, Hannah. No, I am the host. I am the host.
Oh,
you were the editor.
Hell yeah.
Stay in your fucking lane. Okay. Why are you?
Because I was sick of listening to you both. So this says, following the August 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan to the U.S., has indirectly paid millions of dollars to the Taliban, largely through taxes, customs duties, and service fees levied on humanitarian aid shipments. While aimed at providing aid, over $10 million in U.S. taxpayer money has been paid to Taliban-controlled entities. Cash shipments and taxes. The U.S. has sent significant amounts of cash to Kabul for humanitarian purposes, which the Taliban, as the de facto government, has taxed or intercepted.
Okay, so it's not like we're paying the Taliban. They are in charge of their government, so they're collecting the taxes off of. We're not giving the Taliban. We're not going down Osama bin Laden and saying, "Here's a check for $1 billion."
So this is from Tim Burchett, a congressman, and he states, yes, the money does end up feeding and supporting the Taliban. He explained that the United Nations flies the cash from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York to the Taliban-controlled Afghanistan Central Bank, which is managed by a terrorist who is an active U.S. sanctions list. The bank then holds an auction where groups bid to take those dollars and convert it to local currency. Every week, the winner of that auction is someone associated with the Haqqani network, a terror group with ties to Al-Qaeda.
Right. So we're not giving them money. In order to give them humanitarian, you have to take some of that money and give it to the Taliban.
Why? Why?
Because they control the area.
Okay, but why are we giving
But why are we giving the Taliban?
No, you're not giving the Taliban. Do you not? Oh my God, this is frustrating. We're not giving the Taliban
Couldn't
money.
tell.
They're
But you love
taking
this.
taxes out of the money we're trying to give to the people. So
Okay.
say you're the Taliban, Hanna, and you're oppressing Sonia, and I want to give Sonia money. I have to send it to the country you're in charge of for her, and you're going to be like, okay, she gets that, but I'm taking my taxes out of it. So de facto, I gave you millions of dollars to be able to help her. But
I
I
just
did
don't agree
not.
with it. I just don't agree with it. Why are we
Okay,
helping them?
so Sonia should. So the regular people on the ground should just fuck off. They should just die.
Yeah, they should probably have a civil war and stand up for their fucking rights and freedoms. I don't know. Have a civil war.
So
That country, and this is why I say we should just fucking level the Middle East and turn it into fucking glass and re-fucking start.
Okay.
Because that country has been in civil war since the fucking beginning of times, right? Like Russia was trying to take it over and the CIA helped the Taliban or the Afghanis to take over and we gave them all this fucking shit. And then years later we had another war and then America came in and we're having another war. And now we're just funneling fucking money over there to this country that means what to us? Absolutely fucking nada.
So
that we fought for 20 years to be there. Just continuing to progressively instill this ideology, because that's all it is. That's all they are. They're just an ideology. And the more and more we funnel money there and the more and more we fight for them, we're just continuing the ideology. Like Osama bin Laden, okay, 100%, I agree the dude needed to die. But guess what? His children and his grandchildren and their children and their grandchildren, the only thing they're ever going to fucking hear about their great-great-great-grandfather is that America killed him. And it's just going to continue the ideology that America is bad and we have to take it over. So I say, fuck it, leave them to their own demise. If they kill each other, that fucking sucks.
I agree. I actually agree. I think that we should stop sending money overseas. I do. I think that we should stop. If we know that it's Taliban run and we want to help that country, we have two options. Either we remove said person, like we're currently doing now, or we stop sending the money.
Yeah, let them figure it out. If we were in a civil war right now in America, who would be sending us money?
So you're an isolationist.
No one.
Who would be helping us?
So you're an isolationist.
Sure.
Okay.
But is she wrong?
If we broke out into a
Yes.
civil war tomorrow, who is going to send us money to help? Whichever
Israel.
side.
Well-
doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I guarantee that any country that sees an opportunity to take over America will fucking take it over. They would come, they would clean shop.
That's why you're not going to have a civil war. That's just urban myth. But the reason, when you ask why, okay, no, I'm not an isolationist and I think you shouldn't be. And why are we the big brother? We are the big brother, if you read history, because of World War II. World War II is the reason we are the big brother.
Okay. I get that, right? And I understand that that's quote unquote why. But we send our military and we send our money and we send them weapons and we send them this and we send them that. But genuinely talking, who helped us when we got bombed at
Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor? Who
Great
came in?
Britain.
Okay, there's one.
Great Britain fought, but all the allies. There was the
No.
Axis and the Allies.
Did they come and actually help us? Were they sending us money? Were they sending us troops? Were they sending us food?
No.
Were they doing anything to actually support us on the home front? No, it was
because
always
they
us.
were destroyed.
It was always
Because
us sending shit out there.
Yes, because
so
they were destroyed. They had
I
nothing
get that.
to send.
I get that. But times have changed. We're not fucking there anymore. We're not doing that right now. None of that's happening. I just don't think that if nobody's going to be involved in helping our internal nation affairs, why do we have our fingers in everybody else's national internal in their affairs? What is it? Who fucking cares what Israel is doing within their borders? That's their country. That's their right to do whatever the fuck they want inside their borders. Just like here in America, we're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want.
Because the last time we didn't fucking worry about what other people did, 8 million Jews died. That's what happened the last time we said that's not our problem.
Okay, I feel like that's a gross exaggeration right now.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Israel just killed how many people?
You are really closely sounding like you hate Jews.
No, I don't hate Jews. I don't fucking hate anybody. But I'm just saying, like, Israel has killed how many people?
Who?
Taliban,
blanket-
Afghanis have killed how many people?
No. When you
You know what
say
I'm saying?
Israel's
Like-
killed how many people, be specific. Who did they kill?
Aren't they bombing other countries?
No,
Aren't they bombing people?
no.
No.
They only attack when they got attacked. Where
I
did
thought they
Sonia-
ordered. Wait. Hold on. Wasn't there a ceasefire and then Israel negated that ceasefire?
No.
Yeah.
Fucking Hamas did.
Did they?
Hamas went into their country, killed a whole bunch of their civilians, and took something like 200 and something of them prisoner, and killed half of them. Israel wasn't attacking Hamas. Do you know what
I thought
happened?
they did. I thought they bombed them.
No, they bombed them after they attacked.
I could have sworn on the news it was big and all fucking going on, and they ordered the ceasefire, and Israel broke the ceasefire first.
No, you're talking about something different. And no, they didn't. They didn't. That's not how it went down.
We lost Sonia.
Where did Sonia go?
I don't know. She just messaged and said that she doesn't know what happened and she can't get back. Okay, but so what I'm saying, I can hear you and I can see. I can't hear her, and obviously I can't see her. So
Yeah, but she can hear both of us.
yeah.
Her camera went out, obviously. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fix it.
But
She's gonna.
either way, okay. So like I get like the extreme is we get another Adolf Hitler, right? That's the extreme, is that we get another world leader
Yeah.
like that who comes in and kills millions. Okay. She says, "Tell your dog I said hi." Okay, so that's the most extreme, right? We don't want to see that again. Okay.
Hold
But
on.
I think-
Let me tell her to leave and use the site to come back.
She can hear you. You could have just said that.
My door's shut. I don't know how she can hear me.
She can hear us through the chat, the thing.
Oh.
She put it in the chat. I can hear you and see you.
Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I should probably look at the chat. Look at that.
Yeah. God. Big brain.
Fuck
Okay,
off.
so the far not wanting to have happen is we get another Adolf Hitler, right? Who goes and commits a complete fucking genocide of whatever race, whatever ethnicity, whatever religious belief, right? That's an extreme. Okay,
Hi,
but
guys.
I feel like that's an extreme, but the Taliban going in and murdering people, or Hamas going in and murdering people, and then Israel going in and murdering people, or us going in and murdering people, it's all the same shit. It's just not to that degree, but it's all the same category. It's all underneath the same umbrella. But why are we dipping our fingers into everybody's foreign affairs?
Because everybody's foreign affairs does affect us.
How?
Well,
Right, like this is something I don't understand. Okay, the shit with Iran kicked off, and gas prices shot up. But Trump
Yeah.
continues to say that we don't need their oil. We have plenty of oil in America. So if we have plenty of our own fucking oil, why are our gas prices going up?
that we don't have plenty of oil because we haven't been drilling for it.
Don't we have enough in reserves to last like friggin' 30, 40 years?
No.
I could have sworn we
Yeah,
did though.
Trump literally said, gas prices aren't going to go up. We have plenty of oil in America. What happened? Fucking gas prices went up.
And gas prices went up by a lot, not a little.
Oh, yeah.
It went from $2.49 to $4.19 at the Maverick, $4.69 at the Chevron.
I went from paying $2.19, $2.20 to now paying $3.50.
Yeah.
It was a big jump.
We have 46 to 48 billion barrels.
Okay, what does that mean? Billion, like with a B?
With a B.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
enough to last like a few years. So if we have to tap into it for a couple of months, then why aren't we doing that?
Look, I'll be the first to say it on this podcast. I'm not happy with Trump this term. thus
Really?
far. Yeah, I'm not happy. I feel like everything that he promised is not happening.
What did he
Like,
promise that
yeah,
hasn't happened?
groceries are going down a teeny tiny little bit, right? Like,
You guys are
he promised all this stuff. Fucking power has continued to jump and become more expensive. Fucking gas prices are jumping for fucking whatever reason. Like, I
the
feel
gas
like all the
prices are
stuff he's promised has not happened.
First of all, he hasn't even been in office for 2 years. The United
Mhm.
States government, no. It's gonna be 2 years.
We voted in 24. He got
Okay, a
elected
little
that
over 20
November.
a little over 2 years. Sorry, my bad. Make
No.
sure that
This
no.
November will be 2
Year and a
years.
half.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
Making me
Apologies,
fucking
apologies.
second guess
But
myself.
if you go off of his inauguration, that was January. So he's been in
Yes.
office for a year and 2 months.
A year and 2 months. Like, everybody thought that he's gonna get in, and within 2 months, everything was gonna be fine. The government is not a speedboat. It's a fucking oil tanker. It takes a while to turn the bitch.
I'm
It's
just
an
not
MRAP.
happy.
It's fine.
I'm just not happy with it.
Not to mention,
he's
you
just
know how much
not-
shit that he had to fix first?
I get that. He's just not gung ho in a sense. Like, I feel like his first term, he was fucking gung ho. He was daddy try, and he was doing all the shit that we wanted. And I feel like this term, like, it's just not.
Okay, but genuinely, like, what does he promise
Okay.
that he hasn't made happen yet?
Okay, the
Like, that's what
border
I'm
is
curious about.
closed.
Damian, hold on, Damian.
Sorry.
Chill. What has he promised that has not happened?
We're starting a whole new topic, and we got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like my huge one is prices of everything. Like, our prices of stuff is not fucking coming down.
Okay, the reason the prices aren't coming down are because of the oil. And you have to take care of Iran. Once we finish with Iran, which let me tell you right now, it's not going to make it. If it makes it to the end of next month, I'll be shocked.
You think so?
There is no way this is going to be more than a month or two.
That's another bet.
First of all, he can't do that. Most presidencies can sustain higher gas prices for a month, maybe 2, before shit starts going sideways. So he's using up some credit he's had right now with all his supporting base. We all understand, okay, gas prices are high. We understand what he's trying to do. We get it. We can hold out. That's going to last a month, maybe 2, before it starts hitting people
In the pocketbook.
really hard in the pocketbook, and he's going to have to pivot.
But shit's already hitting us really hard in the pocketbook.
It's been a high gas prices.
I mean,
been around for 3 weeks.
before gas prices getting high, shit's already been hitting everybody in the pocketbook. You hear more and more about Americans are buying fucking groceries on credit card.
Okay, that's because
And
Americans
they're choosing between this or that to
Americans
fucking feed their family.
That's because Americans are stupid. And I will say
Okay.
that to most of you.
I love this. So I think we should stick a pin in it. And I think that we should probably talk about this next podcast. I think we should wrap this conversation up before somebody says something really dumb and really just insultive. Because both of y'all are getting real pink. My little ginger friends are getting real pink.
She's got thick skin. She can handle it.
Okay, but Sonia does not, and it's getting real hot up in here, and Sonia does not do conflicts.
This would be like our text message group where she was like, it's 7 a.m. Y'all need to chill.
Bro, it was so early and y'all were going at each other. And like, I know y'all are joking. I know y'all love each other, but like, holy fuck, bro. It was 7 a.m. I was not ready for that.
It was so funny. I sent that shit to my cousin's husband because the only way he knows how to show love is like to talk shit to you. Like,
Yeah.
that's his love language. So like, he's like, if I don't talk shit to you, he's like, I don't fucking like you. So we spend 99.9% of our time talking shit to each other. And I sent it to him and he goes, I'm a little disappointed. He's like, I know you have better comebacks than this. I was like, yeah. I was like, but Damian and I don't ever really do this. So I don't know exactly where the line is yet. Like, we have some common, like we can do, the bald joke. We can do the ginger joke, the gay joke, a swinger joke.
Oh my God.
But I was like, we haven't tested this very far, so I don't know where the line is yet. And he's like, find the line, fucking push it. I'm like, we'll get there.
I had a comeback in my back pocket that I wanted to send, but I was like, I don't know where Hanna is.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like I had some good stuff, and I was like, we're just gonna embrace, we're just gonna embrace his, like, you know, you're so autistic or something, or like you're so slow that you tie with the bunny ears. I was like, I can make a dad joke out of this.
I'm sorry, the bunny ears one was a good one.
It was good.
I like that.
I instantly thought it because he still uses the bunny ears.
Yes, I was gonna come back with your pussy is so butch. If you sat on an apple, you'd leave teeth marks.
There's a movie about that.
Vagina dentata.
Vagina dentata. But
okay. Alrighty.
Anyways,
on that note, tell your dog I said hi.
Tell your cat I said pss, pss, pss.
Spider.
You gotta like.
Oh, the Harry Potter when he goes.
The pinches.
Yeah, when he's he was drunk. He was on something that he was like
drunk on liquid luck.
Yeah, Felix Felicius.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, we're nerds. All right, love y'all. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.